So the recording has started. Now, I can't find the exact codes for the assignment. I can't find it on my system. So, but I've tried to replicate it. I think I stopped around winner. Yes, winner. So I think that's where we also stopped in the last class. But I can't find the exact code. So you may realize that maybe this is a bit different, but it's still the same logic, the same logic. So let's proceed. So what we want to do is this. We want to undo draw. If there is a draw, we want to undo it. I think in the last class we didn't write any condition for draw. Number two, we didn't can't discuss like 1-0, 2-0, or like that. Then number three, I think we only wrote x1, y1. We didn't write the player name. Like we want to know the exact player that win each game. So which one should we do first? Let's first undo the winner. Instead of saying x1, let's mention the name of the player. So maybe player 1-1, player 2-1. Then let's count the score. Then let's undo draw. So those are the three things we should do. Then if there's another thing, we are going to add it to quotes. Now for draw, if there is a draw, that means after playing everything, this is the game. That means after playing everything, there is no winner. After filling all the 9 boxes. Hello, please, are we together?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after filling all the 9 boxes, there is no winner. That means there is a draw. So let's undo that part. So what we're going to do is we're going to say if this is filled up, that is R1, C1. This is row 1, column 1, row 1, column 2, row 1, column 3, row 2, column 1. After all of them is filled up, and yet there is no winner. After everything is filled up, and yet there is no winner, then to tell us that there is a draw. So let's do that together. Okay. So let's write. This is our first if for x, to know if x is the winner. So this is the next one, to know if O is the winner. So let's now do draw. What if there's no winner between x and O? Else if. So we're going to put our condition here, and whatever we want to do. So what do we want to do? We want to alert draw. No winner. So what do we want to do? We want to say if R1 C1 1 colon 1 dot inner text, if there is something inside R1 C1 and there is something inside R1 C2, and also there is something, we are going to check if there is something inside everything, all of them. So let's make it a bit neater. R1 C3 dot inner text, R2 C1 dot inner text, R2 C2 dot inner text, R2 C3 row 2 column 3 dot inner text. We are done with row 2, and let's go to row 3 now. R3 C1 dot inner text, R3 C2 dot inner text, R3 C3 dot inner text. So this means there's something inside all of them. Do you understand? Are we together? Hello, Sister Moji.
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Please, are you following me?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So this means we have something inside all of them. And also, there is no winner, meaning that winner is first and no winner.
Single I. Okay.
And there is no winner yet. Provided that all of these things are filled up and also winner is first. You can write it in full, and winner is equal to first if you want to. But a shorter way to do that is not winner. So alert no winner. Alert no winner. So when you alert, let's see if this is working fine. So let's try to enter Taye Kenny. X O X O X O X O X. Good. No winner. It's fine now. No winner. It's fine. You cannot play. So do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We've been able to handle that one. Next is what do you want to handle again? You want to count scores. Yes, you want to count scores. So when we start the game, the two of them we have score of 0 0. We can just say create two divs, or we can create a div, and inside the div we have two span. Then for the first one, we want to add player 1, then player 2, then the score of player 1 and the score of player 2. So let's say another span. So this div will stand for the first player, while this div will stand for the second player. So the name of player 1 will be here, the score of player 1 will be here, the name of player 2 will be here, the score of player 2 will be here. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's give this an ID. Player 1 name and player 1 score. ID player 1 score. Now give this an ID player 2 name. Then ID player 2 score. So for a start, we can say variable first player score. Initially, it will start as 0, like the same thing. Variable second player score. Are you getting it?
Yes.
So initially, the score will be 0, 0. First player score is 0. Second player score will be 0. Next is we need to find a way of displaying these two scores inside this place and this place. So what you're going to do is this. Immediately we start the game, let's display the name and the score of each player. That's the next thing we're going to do. So let's go to the function start game. We are now going to say player 1 name equals to my first player, player 2 name, equals to my second player. Then player 1 score, player 1 score, I think that's what we called the place now. Yes, player 1 score equals to first player score, and player 2 score equals to second player score. So let's complete it. Equals to first player score, then player 2 score equals to second player score. So immediately we click on the start button. Once we're able to start it, then this will be set for us. So let's see if it's working fine. Refresh. So let's enter the 2 players' name. Here we start. What's going on? Let's check what is going on. Oh, my bad. Instead of this should be that inner text. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
So we are referring to the span to display it. One of the span has an ID of player 1 name, while the second one has an ID of player 2 name. One of the spans also has an ID of player 1 score, while another one has an ID of player 2 score. So let's do this now. Taye 0, Kenny 0. Next is we want to increment these things. Like immediately there is a winner, we want to increase the values. We want to increase it by 1. So if X should win, we are going to increase this. We're going to increase, where is it? First player score. And if O should win, we will increase second player score. Do you get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's undo that part. So if X should win, we are going to say first player score plus equals to 1. Add 1 to it. And if O should win, second player score plus equals to 1. So supposed to add 1 to it. We are not just interested in adding 1 to them. We want to update the page with the score. We want to update the page with the score. So we're going to say, just all we need to do is to run this part again. Where is it? To run this part again. So we'll just say player 1 score dot inner text equals to first player score. You know, this is going to add 1 to it. We just want this part is to make the HTML page to be aware of it. So help us to send it to the HTML. So scroll down to the second one and say so immediately O wins, then the score this we add 1 to it, and this is send it to the HTML so that the browser is aware. So let's do that together. X1 with Taye is 1-0. Of course, I should not be able to play again. There's a winner already. This is fine. There's a winner already. Then let's add reset button. Reset button to reset everything. So we can come here. We can. We want to add the start. We want to add end game button. End game button will end everything. So button end game. So when we click on this button end game, we are ending everybody, like the two players, we are stopping them from playing, we are ending the whole thing, the score will go back to 0-0 and all of that. So that's the next thing we want to do. So I'll click on this button end game. Let's get a function called end game. So function end game, this is going to say number one, once we end the game, we want to clear the whole 9 boxes. So we can say R1 C1 dot inner text is empty. Same thing with R2 R1 C2. Set it to empty. R1 C3. Set it to empty. R2 C1. Set it to empty. R2 C2. Set it to empty. R2 C3. Set it to empty. R3 C1. R3 C2. Then R3 C3. So we've set everything to empty. Next is we should also empty this to inputs. So let's look at the two inputs together. First player dot value and second player dot value. So let's see. Set it to empty. Second player dot value. Set it to empty. You are still not yet done. Next is we want to empty these two containers. So we need to target this. Where is it? We need to target these 4 containers and set all of them to empty also. Player 1 name, player 1 score, player 2 name, and player 2 score. Player 1 name. Set it to empty. Player 1 score. Set it to empty. Player 2 name. Set it to empty. Player 2 score. Set it to empty. We are still not yet done. We need to set the winner back to false. Once there is a winner, it will be true. So what then? We need to change this back to false immediately we reset the game. Also, this needs to be back to true. Check var needs to be back to, so like we need to take everything back to its default state. This should be back to 0. This should be back to 0. All of these things now. We want to set all of these things back to their initial value. You understand? So we can just copy all of this and just paste them inside this place. Then remove the var. Since they are global variables, just remove this. So this is like we are resetting the whole game. Do you get it?
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, sorry. So which means that we can put global variable inside a function.
We can put,
Like, can we put global variable inside a function?
yes, that's why they are global variables, so that we're able to make use of them inside functions. inside more than one function.
Okay, but now is this side is a local variable now.
No, it's still a global variable. Since the word
It's
var
still a
is not there, this would have made it a
okay.
local variable. But by doing this, it is still a
Okay.
global variable.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, can you go back to where you moved it?
We just copied.
You moved
I didn't cut it.
okay, not cut it. Oh,
Yes.
I thought you cut it.
No, no. I only copied it. Since we want to
Alright.
set all of this back to the initial value that they were before we started the game. So I just copied it and pasted it there.
Okay.
So everything now is back to the initial value. And of course, the two players also will be removed immediately. So let's start the game. Good. So tile 1. So when we end the game, we should clear everything. It's not clearing this. Let's undo that part. So I think we did the player 1 score, didn't we? Oh, we didn't put dot inner. This is it. We didn't put dot inner text. We just wrote player 1 score. So let's change it to dot inner text. Player 1 score dot inner text. Then player 2 name dot inner text. Then inner text. So let's go again. Good. So when we end the game now, good. Everything is back to initial value. The new set of players can now come and play. But then once we want to do the stats, we want to do the start. I think we said this same button. Maybe I think we said you should maybe work for the start or something. Abina,
So I didn't get your question.
we want to add the stats. The stats in the sense that let's say I added a player Peter and John. And let's assume we start the game like this. Now Peter has won. When we click on the stats, it's going to clear all of this, but it's still the same set of players. The count will still be 1-0. Are you getting it?
Yes.
The count will still be 1-0. But now they want to restart the game so that the count can now proceed to 2-0, 3-0, or 2-1, or whatever it is. So we want to add a restart button, and I think, like I think we said this button should be able to also work as restarts.
That's yeah.
I think we did something like that. So let's do something now. Let's say we start the game. Where's the start game? Let's say we start the game. Let's change the text inside that button to the start. Let's just change it from start to the start. So we can easily use events to undo that part. Event. So we're going to say if, let's get it, e. So you're going to say if else. If event dot target dot val sorry dot inner text, if is equal to start, then do all of these things. Yeah, just the way it is before. Do all of this. Do all of this and help us to set the text inside it to restart. Event dot target dot inner text, change it to restart. So immediately we start the game, initially we have start inside it, So when we click on it, the text inside it will change to restart. Are you getting it? Let me
Yes,
remove
sir.
the S for now. Okay. This is what I mean. Let me remove this part. Since it is starts initially, this condition will be true. It's going to do everything it used to do before. It will still do the same thing. All we're adding is a new line, and this new line will change the text inside it to restart.
Respect.
Yeah. So let's start. Let's say just let's say like, so the text inside this has changed to restart.
That.
So when if it is now restart, what do we want to do? Let's assume we click on it now. You know this condition will not be met again. This if pass because the text inside it is no longer starts. I've been now. If you click, the
Yes.
text is now restart. So let's undo the else. What if it's not start? What if it is restart? So what do we want to do? All we want to do for the start is we want to clear all of this just like before. We want to do some of these things. So what we're going to do is okay, we want to clear all these 9 inputs, all of these 9, clear all of them. So copy all of this, paste it. So it's going to clear all the 9 TDs. What else do we want to do? Let's see what else we want to do. Of course, the two value, well, we may not necessarily clear that. I'm talking about these 2 inputs. We may still leave it like that if you want to. What else? The score will still remain intact. The name will still remain intact. Now check val. This check val, what it's doing is the one helping us to check the whether it's the first player or the second player. So you want to change this back to the default value. Change it back to 2. So copy, then come down here, paste. Of course, it should be a global variable. What else do we still want to do? Now change the winner back to false. Winner needs to go back to false since you are restarting the game. If the winner is still 2, it will still assume that you are still playing that game. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Since we are restarting the game, then the winner should be back to false. What else do we need to do? Of course, you don't need to touch these parts because you will keep adding to whatever the score is, so you don't want to touch this part. I think this is fine now. So let's refresh the game and see what happens. Let's say Taye Kenny. Let's start. Okay. So let's start now. It has cleared everything. Let's now say it should be 1-1 now. Good. 1-1. It's fine. Instead of that alert telling us 01 x1, let's just write this name, the name of the players, instead of saying well. But before we do that, remember the principle: try, don't repeat yourself. Don't repeat yourself. Here we are doing a lot of repetition here. Like all the codes here, everything here is still the same as most of the things here have been now.
Yes.
So what you can do is you can now create a new function to undo that part. Let's create a new function. So we're going to create a function called what should we call it? You can say maybe clear all. Clear all. So we are creating a function called clear all. So what you're doing here is this. Whatever we realize that we need to repeat in both restart and end game, whatever we need to repeat in both restart and end game, we can just bring it to clear all, and that is this part. Just cut all of this and bring it to clear all. It's not a must to do it. This is just to ensure that you don't repeat yourself. It's not a must. Your code will still work fine without this. So we put this in here. So just come to this place. This is that, and colon clear all. So remove all of this from this place. Whatever we have in clear all already, just remove it from this place. We have check val is 2, winner is false, remove it from this place. Winner is false, remove it. Check val is 2, remove it. So just colon clear all. So whenever you colon clear all, it will quickly come here and run all the codes here. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
This is just to ensure that you don't repeat yourself. Like you don't keep writing the same thing over and over again. So then for the winner, instead of writing x1 o1, you can just say what's the name of the first player. My first player 1. So instead of x, we say my first player 1. So for the O, say my second player 1. Good. So I think we are done now. Let's say TT and let's say Liar. So let's start the game. X X TT1. Good. TT1. If we try to play now, it won't allow us to play. There's a winner already. Any question?
Yeah, for now, there's no questions, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
I will need to go over it again.
Alright, okay. Alright, I will send the recordings to the group.
Alright, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a lovely night first.
I need to, sir.
Time
Thank
is
you very
perfect.
much.
Welcome.